Sekou Nkrumah has made known his intentions to vie for the presidency of this country as an independent candidate in 2016. He made that known on the social media. However, in 2020, he would be seeking the approval of the delegates of the NDC to represent the party as a presidential candidate.
I think the late Prof failed on my score sheet, and you remember I was one of those who emerged as criticizing his leadership.
He was a good leader. He was a good person, but not a great leader.
It's not enough. Yeah. So my criticism somehow came at the wrong time, because then I think there was this challenge coming from Nana Konadu, who was then still with the NDC, and I think some people were not comfortable with it and felt anybody who criticized Prof or the presidency then had something to do with Konedu's. That was not the case, and then I became a victim of the presidency and the leadership of the NDC. Fell out at some point and resigned from the party. I never joined the MPP. I cannot be an MPP card-bearing member, but I can support at some point if I feel that I think the leadership of the MPP can do a better job. I can support them, and I think that's what I did in 2012. But I withdrew my support when the leadership of the party, through leading members, took the election petition to the court. I felt it was not going to go anywhere, and there was no need for it. And I think they needed to focus on 2016. I think I was right. My assessment was right. But leadership in the concept of the multi-party system of democracy that we practice, because you see, NDC was born out of the June 4 uprising, December 31st revolution, so you must have that kind of energetic and driven leadership, which I didn't see in the late Prof. I'm not seeing in John Mahama. But I know that 2016 it will be almost impossible to challenge John Mahama for the leadership of the NDC. So, because that has been the tradition of the NDC, that they are comfortable with the one in power, and even when Rawlings, then the founder, handed more or less passed the baton, did in a progressive way. I think the NDC needs to do that. But coming home to the point is that it looks like 2016 it will be difficult, almost impossible to challenge Mahama. So the eye should be on 2020 for those of us, not necessarily Sekou Nkrumah, but anybody who feels that NDC has a lot more potential, and it's just a question of poor leadership.
All right. You're not impressed with President Mahama. You've also mentioned that you didn't think late President Mills did a very good job at managing the affairs. I mean, so what makes you think you're the right candidates? Should you get the opportunity to...
I'm saying it's not Sekou Nkrumah, but anybody who feels that NDC can do better in terms of leadership.
No, but once you've expressed interest, it means that you believe that you have some sort of potential.
As I said, at some point, it's not enough just to criticize. You need to take that responsibility. But I'm saying you're not representing yourself as a person, but those who want to change within a particular platform, and in this case the NDC. And why the NDC is because more or less, the NDC took over the CPP constituency. Naturally, I should have been with the CPP if the CPP was still as it used to be in the past 50s and 60s. But we know since the last time it won election, then the offspring, the PMP in 79, and the leadership of Dr. Liman, the party didn't last in power.